is one of those offensive performances that I'll never forget. What a game.
Today. Off we go from Denver. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First play, Watson to the air. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll get to him right away at the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. Looking for and finding Amari Cooper again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 15 carries, 71 yards.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's Watson. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Baron Browning able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Watson now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 28-yard line. Off the bootleg, Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the 1st round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. Throwing is Wilson. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. To throw is Wilson. He's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. Javonte Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Cleveland offense ready to go. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. One quarter in the books. 8-3, our score. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. The danger of a punt that good. A 16-yard return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. And the focus shifts back to Jerry Jeudy and his Bronco teammates. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now this throw caught left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes as his guys are able to extend their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here. Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Chubb. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Get a look at Jerry Jeudy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series. He's already approaching 100 yards and has the touchdown. I'm sure on that opposite sideline right now, they're scratching their heads saying, all right, what do we do?
And the hard part is, even if you limit him to a short catch, he has that make-you-miss ability to take it for big yardage and put in the end zone again. So trying to blanket him is very difficult, but ultimately, you've got to find a way to put him on the ground, tackle him, and he doesn't make that easy.
They're struggling with that so far. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now it's Wilson. Short throw caught by Dosich. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Here's Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Three drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, pardon?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And this one is right through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's got a man. Complete. Big strides. Look at him go. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will take over here at their own 12-yard line. In motion, there goes Bell. Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Watson. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Following the field goal on is Riley Dixon to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Cleveland offense making their way out. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick 6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover improved their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. That's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Looking to throw. Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and 10. Wilson now off the bootleg. Touchdown, Broncos. Greg Dulcich with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Broncos get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. They'll look to throw. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And, look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this will be taken at the 13. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Denver's offense now set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Play action. Now Wilson. He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Touchdown! Marvin Mims, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Broncos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Wilson and the Broncos offense going to stay on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taken in at the 11. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the focus shifts back to Jerry Jeudy and his Bronco teammates. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good, too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Wilson on 1st down. High throw, but he makes the catch. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They go play action with Wilson. Same connection, Dulcich once again. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. On 1st down, Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Russell Wilson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Now Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now it's Watson. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Baron Browning able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. Denver offense at the line, ready to go as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Oh, wait, hold everything, and timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Oh, Wilson going to throw. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.